Hey all my crazy friends, it's Kelly from Kelly's Crazy Disney Addiction. Welcome back to my channel. I have a great video for you today of a great DIY. First, I want to thank Lena from the Hall Family Adventures, who is the one who put on this collab. And please make sure to go down below and follow and watch all of the other videos as well. Okay everybody, we're going to get right into creating our 4th of July soap dispenser. This is the top of the dispenser. I got these off of Amazon. This is the brand here, and I will leave links to these items down below for you to purchase your own if you want to use the same things. The jar I'm using is a recycled candle container actually that I cleaned up and am using for this DIY, and the foliage that you see here is off of Wish. I will look to see if I can find a link for that, but you know how Wish is. Sometimes it can be a problem. You will need a glue gun only for a small portion of this. Here is the ribbon that I got off of Amazon. I will also leave a link to that down below. And then I printed off some words, Independence Day, Happy 4th of July, that I printed off of my silhouette. I also have some transfer paper that I'm going to use to help me to transfer these and keep the words straight and in line. Transfer paper is amazing. But what we're going to do is we are going to start by putting the ribbon on our jar towards the bottom of the jar because I'm going to put the words across the top. So we're just going to hot glue our ribbon to the jar. And I had my hot glue gun preheated here. So I'm just putting a bead of hot glue across the ribbon, and I'm just going to stick it on to the jar. Very simple here. This is a very easy project that you could do at home yourself, and it doesn't take any extra effort on your part. I didn't even burn my fingers, believe it or not, which I tend to do quite often. But I love this ribbon that I got off of Amazon. I know this truck is one of the things that is very popular right now for home decor, and I really like it myself. So I'm just gluing the other end of this ribbon, and we're going to wrap it around the jar and tack it to the other end. I decided to use the back of some of my transfer paper to kind of hold it down to flatten it out a bit because the glue was really not going down the way that I wanted it to go down. So we now have our ribbon glued down, and we are going to move on to our stickers. I did find though that I had a little bit of a snag there on the end of my ribbon, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off now while I have the chance to do it before I get all done. And we are now going to start on putting our words on our jar. You're going to have to excuse the noise in the background. My neighbors have been doing fireworks for the past year, since last 4th of July. It has not stopped. Here I just went ahead and put the lid on the jar so I could see what it was going to look like, and I'm really happy with it. So we're going to go ahead and get our words ready. We're going to put them on the transfer paper. Any of you who have a silhouette or a Cricut, I think you probably already know all about transfer paper. This comes in very handy. I didn't know about transfer paper right away when I got my silhouette, and every time I tried to do something like this, it was a mess trying to get everything straight. And now I use this and it is so simple, especially compared to what I was having to do before to get them straight. But this really helps, so I highly recommend transfer paper if you are not already using it. So I'm just going to press those down with my Cricut tool so that they will stick good to the transfer paper. And you should do front and back when you do this, because it really does help if you do both sides of the sticker. So now I'm going to take my transfer off of my backing to get ready to put it on the jar. What kind of 4th of July products are you guys making at home? Let me know. Also, let me know if you guys have any suggestions for me on what you might have done differently with this jar. I'm actually quite happy with how it came out. I actually had a couple of other jars I was going to use for this, but when I got the ribbon and the container top, the pump, it didn't fit those jars, so I actually had to go searching through my supplies to try to find something, and I had one of these and it worked out just perfectly. I got very lucky. I thought I was going to have to go buy something. So I've now put the sticker on the jar here, and I'm going to remove my transfer tape. And we have our first set of words that say Happy 4th of July. And I'm going to actually reuse the same transfer tape on the next set of stickers. So I don't know how many of you do that, but I am very frugal with this kind of stuff. So I try to reuse anything that I can. And I do reuse the transfer tape in order to put on the next set of words. That is Independence Day. Again, doing the front of the stickers, and I will also turn it over and do the back as well. Or maybe I won't this time. And it looked like I had a little problem where my silhouette cut into the backing a little bit, and so that's why I'm having a little bit of trouble getting it off here, but once I got past that little section there, it came off very easy. Now I have to try to line this up so that it's even with the words that we already put on. And I noticed that I didn't have it lined up, so I had to adjust it here. And we are going to use the Cricut tool in order to press those stickers onto the glass. If you decide to make your own soap dispenser, I would love to see your results. Please let me know. Send me a DM, send me an instant message, send me a message here on Facebook. I would love to see your designs. Even if you don't do something that is 4th of July inspired, I'd love to see anything that you decide to make using this tutorial, or anything that maybe this tutorial inspires you to do that is slightly different. I would love to see that as well. So now I have the Independence Day stuck down, and I have a couple of stars that I'm going to put between the Happy 4th of July and Independence Day words, and I'm just going to place those on by hand. And there's the first star down. And the final star. So we now have all of our stickers on the container. I can't decide if I'm going to put soap or antibacterial gel in here. I'm thinking I might put some antibacterial gel. I have some people coming over for 4th of July, and it might be nice to have a jar of antibacterial gel out for them to use before they eat and so forth. Okay. So I'm just going to clean up my mess a little bit here, and then we're going to decide whether or not we like this green ribbon. This is what it looks like before putting on the green garland, I guess you would call it. I have to admit I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm just moving my glue gun out of the way. And I'm going to try putting this garland in different areas. I was trying to decide where I thought it might look nice, whether or not it worked or not. And I just couldn't decide. I thought about putting it over the top of the ribbon. Didn't really like that idea when I looked at it. You just have to play with things. Sometimes you'll use them, sometimes you won't. Thought about putting some of it around here, but the more I thought about it, the more I thought that's just going to end up covered in soap. So I finally settled on right around where the cap and the jar meet there. Here I'm just trying to fluff out the leaves some. And now I'm just going to cut off a piece of the garland. And since this is a wired garland, all I'm going to do is just wrap it around and then twist it together at the end there. and then tuck the ends down and fluff out those leaves some. And our container is done. So now all I have to do is decide what it is I want to put in there. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know below what you think. And as I said before, I would love to see your own creations. Have a great day.